All right, we should be live. I have just started the stream. I am super excited to host this training, Create and Fill, for 5 steps to get coaching clients fast to help you create and fill your coaching program. So now we are live. I am making sure that you and I are live everywhere. Right now, you should be just seeing the image that says 5 steps to get coaching clients fast as I take a moment to double check that everything is working properly, that I'm live in all of the places that I'm meant to be live, that everyone can see me okay, that you guys can hear me okay. I know that a couple of you are already here. I see that we got a couple people on Facebook. We got a couple people on YouTube. So go ahead and give me a hey, a hello, a shout. Your comments are going to come up as you put them in there. Hey, good evening. Thanks so much for joining. So that means that Periscope is up and working. I see our first comment coming in from Periscope, so I'm so excited. There is no video right now. All you can see is the image. So you should just be able to see the image, and you should also be able to see the comments come in. The video is black on Periscope. Hey, Alicia. Okay, I'm on Periscope right now, and it looks like... Hang on, we're going to get a little reverb there because it was me talking and the audio coming in. I can see it. So if you're not seeing the video, try going out and coming back in. Hey, Denisha, thanks for joining. All right, we are at the top of the hour. I'm going to go ahead and... Hey, I'm here, so you should be able to see me now. The chat, I notice, is just going to get higher and higher and higher and higher. So this is what I'm going to do with the chat. I'm going to see if I can move it down just like this, or even move it up. I got to figure that out. I didn't realize it was just going to keep going up and up and up and up and cover my face. There we go. So as the new chats come up, we'll just have them there in the corner. All right. Hi, thanks for joining from Nigeria. Hey, Lisa. I hope your live stream went well. Thanks for joining me. I am super excited to get started with 5 steps to get coaching clients fast. So if you are watching on Periscope, just know that there won't be a replay. So I didn't do a hashtag no replay, but there won't be a replay. If you're registered, you will get the replay. So for those of you who did register, if you didn't register, just tap the link in my bio. If you're on Periscope, the very first link, the very first big button will take you to the registration page and you'll be able to register. For those of you who did register, I've got a free gift for you that I'll be giving to you for registering because you joined me live. Hey, Bridget, thanks for joining. All right, cool. So who is ready to get started? I know we want to get started, but there's a couple things that I want to do first, simply because this is a brand new training and it helps me to kind of get the jitters out. So I would love to get some feedback from you guys. And I want to ask, what sort of coaching are you offering? So please take a moment, comment, let me know what coaching you're offering. Hey, D4 Life Coaching. Hey, thanks for joining from Canada. Let me know what coaching you're offering, because the whole point of this training is to help you get coaching clients fast. So it's going to be really helpful if I can see the type of coaching that you're offering. I know Lisa's on here. She does, we were actually just talking about this. She does career coaching. And I know that Alicia's here. I just saw Alicia a minute ago. So let me know what coaching you offer, because it's also going to help as I go through. I like to kind of give some examples. And if you come in with your comments and you've got the, and you've given me something I can work with, it makes it a lot easier for me to kind of provide some of those examples. All right, cool. So we are looking good here. It looks like the chat is going well. I wonder if I can update these little settings on here while we're live. Not sure if I can. All right, cool. Relationship coaching, good, good, good. Manifesting coaching, love that. I actually have, I have a client who does manifestation coaching. She helps women to manifest their husband. So I love all topics, mindset. So that's definitely something that I'm excited about. All right, relationship coaching, life coaching. Hey, Nafisa. Bridget says leadership coaching. All right, cool, cool, cool. Good stuff. All right, so when I do some examples, I know I can do career and leadership coaching because we got a couple people who are doing that. I can do some examples with relationship, manifesting, and life coaching. So are we ready to get started, or are you still commenting with the type of coaching that you do. If you're still commenting with the coaching that you do, please leave your comments, and hopefully everyone can see me. All right. Denisha says she's a social media coach. Authentic, hey Robin, authentic lifestyle and biz empowerment. Robin is the empowerment diva. Love it, love it, love it. All right, good stuff. Okay, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to put this here and see if I can fix that. All right, cool. All right, so we ready to get started? Hey. Oh, there's Ty. Okay, good. Everyone's coming in. Okay, good. Hey, Ty. Ty says business finance coach. Hey, Latoya. Coaching for wives. Definitely need it. Hey, Sonia. Sonia says, am I going live on Facebook? I should be live on Facebook right now. So the comments that you're seeing down here in the corner is showing that I'm live on YouTube. I'm also live on Facebook, and I'm live on Periscope. So the only thing is I haven't seen any comments come in from Facebook. So I was just assuming that maybe people are not commenting on Facebook. Okay, there's Milton. Hey, Milton. Milton's watching on Facebook. So he says photography and video content creation coaching. Okay, perfect. Hey, can someone post a link? I don't want to go out and not be able to get back in. You can come back in on Periscope. You can also come back in on YouTube. On Periscope, just go to periscope.tv/Letitia Styles TV. Okay? All right, you haven't missed anything yet. We are 5 minutes in, so we're getting started. Hey, Ruth. Ruth is joining us from Tampa, Florida. Hey, girl, hey. All right, cool. All right, so if we're ready to get started, go ahead and give me a 1 so I can make sure that we're ready to get started. And I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I want to see, like, what is our delay looking like? So as soon as you hear me say 1, go ahead and type your 1 in the comments so I can see where we are. And I'm going to keep reading some of these comments. Hey, Allie, thanks for joining. Marilyn says she's a doctor of naturopathy and founder of the 49 Days to Fabulous formula. Cool. I love that. 49 days. That's a good time frame too. Good. All right. 1. I see the 1s coming. 1. All right. So we got about a 20-second delay. Okay, cool. I'm seeing the 1s coming in. Hey, Faces by Del Rio. Thanks for joining. All right, good. So we are ready to get started. FYI, we're not doing slides tonight, okay? We're going to continue to do comments though. So as you have comments, you can leave them. I'm going to put them, they're still right here. And I'm just going to kind of drag them down just a little bit more so that we, what I can do is I can just make them a little bit smaller. How about that? All right. We're still doing comments. You can still leave your comments, but we're not doing slides. I'm going to give you my simple 5-step strategy to get coaching clients fast. I'm going to go ahead and start recording. And tonight, what I want to share with you is a couple of stories. So the way that I did this last time is I kind of did like a story time. And everyone loves story time, right? Story time is when we can kind of, talk about things that happen. And it's just a lot more relaxed. As I go through and tell these stories, you are probably going to have some questions that relate to you and your business. And I definitely want you to take some time to think about those things, okay? I want to take you back first when we get started right now. I want to take you back to November 2015. So this is when I actually first started my coaching business in October of 2015. So I was 1 month in. I was 30 days in. I was very, very green, and I was very excited. And I took a huge leap of faith, and I committed to a 1-year coaching program, and it cost me $8,000. And it was an investment of money that I didn't quite have yet. I actually just did a YouTube video on it today where I talked about I had one consulting client at the time. And when I made that investment, that $8,000 investment, I had to break it up into a year-long payment plan. And the client that I was working with at the time, that money that was coming in basically covered that payment that I had to make going out. So after starting my business, I went from profit to zero. How many of you have experienced that? You started your business and you're like, when am I going to make a profit? And you're not quite there yet. That's absolutely fine. As long as you're bringing in revenue, that's something we can work with. And the funny thing is that, hey, Donata, I have recently been reading this book called The Success System That Never Fails, and I actually just finished it. And it talks about this. It talks about how, when you are essentially have that fire lit under you and you have that desire to get going, but also that need to go, that's when you start taking action. And I did. I had to take action. I had to take inspired action. And fortunately, I had a coach to kind of help me along the way. But I didn't just wait for our calls. Like, I started doing everything that I knew how to do. Alicia says, me, yeah. So I started doing everything that I knew how to do. And I knew some stuff with obviously digital marketing because that's what I was offering. I was offering to my clients content creation. I knew about blogging. I knew about social media stuff. So that's what I was offering. And so I just started leveraging all of that, like everything I knew. And 1 month later, I booked my very first paying clients. I booked 3 clients and they paid me $800 each at $2,400. And I remember thinking like, wow, I just got 3 clients that in 1 month paid me the same as what I just got from this one client who's on retainer. And that's kind of when I saw the power of working with coaching clients, where you're able to leverage that time and you're able to help people to have a transformation, and you're teaching them how to fish instead of fishing for them. And there's nothing wrong with consulting where you're doing the work done for you. I obviously still do consulting work and I have consulting clients, but there's just a lot of power in that transformation and that done with you where you're teaching someone how to fish and how to do it. So the next thing that I did was I realized that, well, there's only so many $800 clients that I can take on. So I realized I needed to raise my rates, and I decided to create my very first premium coaching offer. So how many of you have a premium coaching offer? A premium coaching offer is something that you can sell for at least $1,000, but usually we're looking at like $3,000 plus for a premium coaching offer. And when we're talking about like super premium and we're looking at it for like the year, and we're looking at 5 figures, multiple 5 figures for that coaching offer. So I booked my first premium coaching client after a couple of months, and that's when I had my first 5K month. And I remember being super excited, like, wow, like I made $5,000 in a month. I had been making, I was bringing home $3,000 a month at my day job. So to make $5,000 after taxes, I was right even with what I was making with my day job. And so I was really, really excited about that. And I just kept going. I had my coaching program. I had my done for you services, and I just continued to move. I continued to move forward with passion because I knew that what I had was important and that I had something that I could share. And after the end of my very first year of coaching, I brought in over $65,000 in revenue. And that, I think that was the moment for me when I realized like, this is possible. Okay. All right. I'm seeing that I don't have a premium coaching offer yet, but that's my plan in the future. Not yet. And then I do. Okay, great. So some of you have a premium coaching offer. Some of you don't already. It's definitely something that you want to add to your arsenal if you would like to, earn what you need to earn in order to make it a full-time thing. If you're okay with doing it part-time and you still want to do like the, one-off coaching sessions, that's fine. But as we put together these premium coaching offers, it's going to help us to have a much bigger impact on the lives of our clients because they step up in a different way. You step up in a different way. And I'm going to talk about that as we get into these 5 steps. Thank you, Ruth. All right. So how did I do it? So there was 2 things. First thing I did was set a goal. So we're going to start off with a little bit of, I don't want to keep saying homework. We're going to do an exercise, okay? We're going to do an exercise. So I want you to think of your financial goal. Let's say let's start with a month, okay? So just keep it simple instead of the year. So let's do in 1 month. What would you like to make month in, month out? Like, what number is that number for you? And then when you have that number, you don't have to type it in yet because I actually want this next number for you to type in the next number. When you have that number, I want you to think right now, how many clients do you need in order to hit that goal? So thinking about the coaching offer you have right now, and if you don't have a coaching offer, that's okay. I'm going to go through that when I get to step number 1, actually. If you don't have a coaching offer yet, that's fine. But if you think of your coaching offer and the pricing for your coaching offer, I want you to think about how many clients do you need in order to hit that goal. So go ahead and type that in. I know that there's a little bit of a delay. We had about a 20-second delay. Go ahead and type in how many clients you need to hit that goal. So as you're typing in, I'm just going to give some examples. If your coaching offer is $3,000, like we discussed, and your monthly goal is $30,000 in a month, then obviously we're looking at 10 clients. Okay, so write down Donata, I'm so good. I must have been in your head because I'm seeing your comment where you said 3,500 and you need 10 clients. So I think we're both on the same wavelength today. So type in the number of clients that you need. All right. Ruth said, to be even with my day, I need 3 clients. Okay, perfect. So that's 3 clients in a month. Cool. What other numbers are we getting? How many clients do you need in order to hit that goal? So that's step 1. Step 1 is to set a goal. And the reason that we're doing this is because we really want to be action oriented. So I need your action mindset today. Okay. We want to basically make up our mind right now to implement. And what happens is when we start putting these things into place and we write out our goal and we get specific with it, it's amazing how your mind starts pulling everything together and showing you those open doors and open opportunities that you previously, you knew were there, but you kind of overlooked them because you weren't asking your mind to show you that. All right, perfect. Hi, the awesome you. Thanks for joining. All right, Latoya says 7, 8, 10. I see in 5, 10. All right, perfect. If you don't have an offer, that's fine. We're going to move into step 1 in just a second, okay? Then the next thing that I want you to do, and this is something I'd like for you to do on your own, is I want you to make it real. And what I mean by making it real is writing it down, write your number down, and put it beside your bed. And I want to share with you the story of what happened when I first made that reel for myself. I was just getting started with my business, and I was recording videos of myself. And I tried to find the video and like get the clip so I could show you guys, but I realized it was just going to be a little bit too much because the audio is terrible. But basically in that video, I'm saying I'm so happy and thankful that I'm now depositing $10,000 per month into my bank account. And the moment that I hit that first $10,000 month, actually hit $11,000 for my first 5-figure month. It was like it was like a full circle moment for me where I realized, wow, like I made it real. I wrote it down. I said it. I wasn't scared to say it. I mean, I was kind of scared, but I wasn't fearful of what I had to do in order to get there. So once you make it real, that's when things really start moving. A lot of times we're scared to just admit what we want, but it's really important to do. Alicia says, are we using pay in full or payment plan? I know that for the most part, we prefer pay in full clients. So let's go ahead and go with pay in full. I don't mind payment plans. And I actually, I do payment plans often, but it's really nice when someone steps up to do the pay in full. So let's assume we're paying in full. All right. I'm seeing 10, 10, 7, 4, 1. Okay, cool. All right. If for some reason your audio comes in or goes out, just leave the broadcast and come back in. And if I see more than one person saying that their audio is not working, then I'll see what's going on my side. But it looks like the audio is still going. Everyone's still going. All right, cool. Donata says, consider it done. I will write my goals beside my bed tonight. Perfect. Tasha says 4. And then we got 1 also if it's a pay in full client. Perfect. So today I want to share with you, as we move into the training, I want to share with you 5 steps to get coaching clients fast. Okay. So these steps only work when you have a goal. So if you don't have that goal, none of these steps are going to work. Okay. You have to have that goal because there's like I said, there's just a process that happens. It's a mindset thing. So for my mindset coach, you already know this, right? Like we've got to take that one step for things to get moving. Okay. So I want you to start thinking as we're going through this, which of these are you missing? All right. And what I'm going to do is I should be able to paste in the comments so you can see exactly where we are. Okay. Denise, you haven't missed anything. We're going into step 1, which is create a coaching program. All right. So step 1 is create a coaching program. Several of you said that you have a coaching program already, but I don't want you to tune out, because this is going to be an opportunity for you to pitch in and like share with other people who don't have a coaching program yet. So feel free to chat in the comments and give them some encouragement. Okay. The questions that I've often gotten is, how do I know what to share for coaching? How do I know what to include in my coaching program, and how much information should I include? And those are all questions that I had when I first started. I didn't know like what I needed to say, how I should talk to someone about my coaching program. I just knew that I had a passion to help people, and I knew that I really wanted to help. And I do want to take a moment. For me, the distinction between coaching and consulting, I consider consulting as done for you, like done for you services, and I consider coaching as done with you, so alongside you. But some people say it the other way. So just know that if that's what it is for you, that you'll just swap the word that I'm using, okay? Some people say consulting and they think of it as like just kind of cheering you on and guiding you. And other people think of coaching as the cheering you on and guiding you. So coaching, consulting, I just use coaching, okay? All right, so for step 1 is actually create that coaching program. The first thing that you need is you need the outline, all right? So the outline for your coaching program means basically what's the transformation? What's that end goal? Where do I want them to end up by the end of our coaching together? Is it, are we going to look at specific goals that they have, and I want to get them this much closer to their goals? Do I want them to have confidence in this area of their life? If I'm doing, career coaching, is the goal to help them to have confidence in an interview, be able to write a resume? Like, what is that end goal? Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to break down the steps in order to get there. So the way that I talk about this with my clients is, let's figure out that end transformation, and then let's think about what are all the steps that we need to get there. And then let's start removing the fluff. So let's take out all of the things that is not 100% necessary, so that we can help them get really focused and get to that goal as quickly as possible. Okay. This is something that I did with one of my very first clients, and he had a goal for what he wanted, but then I also had a goal for him. My goal was for him to earn back his investment. And the reason that I wanted to do that is because, like the other clients that I had worked with, some of them had earned back their investment, and other ones were like longer term projects. And so for this one, it was it was something that I put on myself, where I was like, within 8 weeks, or before this 8 weeks is over, like I want him to earn every single dollar back. And he actually did. He actually did it in one night. And that process that I took him through, when I was like, that's it, that's exactly what I want every client to go through, that process became my coaching program. So think about that. Think about what that end goal, what that transformation is, not only what they want to get out of it, but what you want them to get out of it, those steps to help them get there, and how you can kind of make it consistent from client to client. Knowing that there's going to be some variation, there's going to be some customization in there, but we want to think about, what can be consistent. And if you're thinking about like, how can I structure my coaching program, or how long should the coaching be? I would say, choose how long you feel like it's going to take for somebody to get that transformation. And if it's super long, like 12 months or 6 months, work on something that you guys can accomplish within a couple of weeks, within an 8-week or 90-day plan, so that you can help them get a result fairly quickly. Okay. Some of the other questions I get when I talk about creating your coaching program are, how do I make sure people get results, and how do I know that I'm providing enough value? And you know that you're providing enough value, and you know that you can help people get results when you stop putting the pressure on yourself to force the results or to force the outcome. It's when you realize that the benefit of coaching is really you showing up in your power and being that one who's willing to have that listening ear, who's willing to guide them, who's willing to step back and allow them to be also guided by their higher self. Like, it's a process of understanding that you're simply the guide, but it's not your job to like force people to get results and to like make sure that they get results, right? So that's part of your process as a coach. You're the guide. All right. Hi, Wade. Wade is an international certified life coach for men. Love that. Okay, perfect. So let's move into the second thing that you need, because if you're like, well, I'm not sure, I haven't worked with a client, how can I actually know that I'm going to get them results if I haven't worked with someone? The second thing we want to do, and the second step to get coaching clients fast, is get client zero. So once again, if you've already worked with your very first client, then you're like, okay, well, I've already done this. So like I said, I want you to take a moment and be willing to help the other people who are here who are like, well, I don't have a client or testimonial yet. Because this is a fear that a lot of people have. They're thinking, how can I establish trust as a new coach? I was actually just speaking with someone who, she has years and years of experience in her field, but now that she's stepping out on her own, she hasn't booked coaching clients on her own. And so a lot of new coaches, even if you have years of experience, are thinking like, how do I build up that trust? How do I book clients if I've never had any paying clients before? How do I get clients if I don't have testimonials? So my response to that is for you to get client zero. Okay, so who is client zero? When I wrote this the other day, I was like, this sounds like a movie, Client Zero. So if there ever were a coaching movie, it probably would be called Client Zero. That just sounds like a cool name. So I want to share with you the story of how I got Client Zero. And first, let me tell you, Client Zero is the very first client who doesn't actually pay you, but becomes part of your testimonials and your success stories. So I actually reached out to a friend and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about launching a coaching program. I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to be, but I know that it's going to be 8 weeks long, and I know that I want to help business owners with their marketing. And is it okay if we work together? You know, if it's cool, if we work together, what I'll do is, I won't charge you anything, but I would just love from you a testimonial at the end of our 8 weeks. And she agreed. She was like, sure, I would, I'd be happy to do that. So I was like, okay, great. And the good thing about this is that there's no desperate energy around it. I know sometimes with a lot of clients who are getting their first paying clients, they're like, oh, I got to book this client. I got to book this client. But they have no trouble getting free clients, right? I was actually just talking to someone about this on Instagram the other day. And it's like, it's because there's a different energy. So if you can practice that energy of like, there's no desperation. It's okay if you book, if you don't, like, I'm doing it for free anyway. Like, you should be happy that I'm working with you. If you can kind of bring and transfer that energy into when you start booking your paying clients, it actually will help you a whole lot. So because there was no desperate energy around it, it was just easy. And she was like, yeah, sure. Why not? So we started working together. Before we even finished the 8 weeks, she actually got 3 clients. Her website hadn't even launched. And it did. It helped me work out the kinks. It helped me to figure out exactly how I wanted to do things. And that's what Alicia's saying also. She said, Client Zero was a friend and helped to work out a lot of the kinks. Yeah. So that's huge. It's huge because it helps you kind of get that confidence. After that, though, we want to start moving into paying clients. There's no reason to continue to do free. Sometimes I suggest that you do 3 free clients if you'd like to get 3 testimonials. But, I leveraged and started things with just that 1 testimonial. So it's possible to do it with just the 1. Lisa says, my first client was pro bono. I offered her coaching and she offered me social media help. Now, I really like that because that's like that's a nice exchange right there. So you did actually get paid. You got some social media help for that. That's awesome. So these days, what I teach my clients in order to get free and pay clients is a 3-step outreach script. Okay. And for those of you who join us in Create and Fill, which I'll be sharing a lot more about tonight, you're actually going to get that training because I'm going to be doing it live when you enroll in the September cohort. So I'll be talking more about that in just a second. Okay. All right. So step 3. Now we're moving into, we're moving into the intermediates. So we got our beginners. Our beginners, you got to get your coaching program and you got to get client 0. Okay. Now we're moving into the intermediate. Intermediate is create a sales system. Okay. So creating a sales system looks like having a process to book clients, meaning you know what to say, you know how to say it, you know when they're booking on your calendar, you have a calendar booking system, you've got your schedule set up, all of this. And I had someone from the Get Coaching Clients community who reached out to me, and she was like, what am I doing wrong? She said, right now, I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't had any sold offers. I've taken a lot of courses. I've done a lot of technical work around crafting and selling offers, but I'm hearing crickets. So what am I doing wrong? And unfortunately, I hear this often, which is, like I said, I have no problem getting free clients, but once I'm ready to get somebody to pay and I present the price, like all I hear is crickets. So this also goes into the idea of energy, right? And some of the questions that I was getting that are in this topic is, how can I get clients if I don't have a following? Okay. How do I handle that client screening process? How much do I need to spend to get a discovery call from ads? And how do I get clients to take urgency and start immediately? So let me answer that first question of how can I get clients if I don't have a following? It's really all about your energy. Okay. So what is it that you're available for? You could attract and bring a client to you in any number of ways. There are probably people who you already know who are potential clients. I got on the phone with one of my clients, and on our very first call, she realized that she had 2 clients that were right in front of her that she had never realized because she was doing so much to give stuff away for free. And I said, why don't you tell them that this is what you're offering and ask them if they're interested. And those 2 people signed up right away. So sometimes it's that energy, is understanding that what you have has value, and you can you can fill your coaching program when you ask, right? And when you have that energy of what I am offering is valuable. Whether it's, a lot of times people come to me and they're like, well, I don't have a money offer, right? Like my offer is helping women in their marriages, or my offer is helping, people with their mindset. And it's like, you have to understand the value of what you offer beyond just the money, because even a money offer, like I never just sell the money. I'm always selling the value behind it, like what you're going to be able to do and how you're going to be able to, speak to that person who has kind of doubted you along the way, but now you can say, hey, I did it. Like that has value, and that is actually what people buy over just the money, just that accomplishment, just the new job. Like there is something deeper in there. Okay. The other thing that you need to know, and this goes into the question of how do I handle the client screening process, is you've got to know who you actually want. You have to know when you have the right client. So if you don't know when you have the right client, then yeah, you're going to be creating and trying to sell an offer to someone who's actually not right. And if they're not right for the offer, then, lo and behold, they don't say yes. But if that person's not right, then it's like, who cares? Because you wouldn't have wanted them in the program anyway. So we've got to make sure that we're being very judicious with our time and being very specific with, this is who I want to work with, and this is what I'm available for. And really that comes down to having an ideal client avatar. Okay. Because you have to be willing to turn away clients. All right. So an ideal client avatar, I actually said this to my husband the other day, and he was like, what's an ideal client avatar? And I was surprised that he didn't know. After all these years, I've been doing this and talking about it. So just really quickly, an ideal client avatar it's not just a description of your ideal client. It goes into their motivations, their characteristics, and often you'll have like a picture to specify who they are, and then also a name along with them. And so when you have that ideal client avatar, you'll know right away when you meet that ideal client. Like I know right away when I meet an ideal client and they say something like, thank you for putting that out into the universe. Like what one of my clients said today, I was like, yes, she's an ideal client. Like I know specifically that my clients are into the woo. They are excited about mindset, manifestation, and all of that. And so I get excited when I see someone like that. So I know if somebody comes into my program or wants to come into the program, but they're like, they have like a different mentality, they're not going to mesh with the rest of my clients. And that means that they're also not going to be a fit for an in-person event, because I want to make sure that the vibe and the energy is right. So you've got to make sure you know your ideal client. She says men really listen to us. Yeah, so just a side note, sometimes I'm like, I'll say something and then I pause long enough to where there's like, it gets quiet for a second. And then I go back and say what I was saying again. And then I pause again. And then I just stop. And then he's like, huh? And I'm like, I just said it. And I said it twice. But anyways, we won't go into that too much. All right, cool. Bernadette says, I have years of experience as a case manager, which is closely related to coaching. Yep. And you've got those years of experience to bring to the table. All right, perfect. So we got our step 1, which is create that coaching program. Step 2 was get client 0. Step 3 was to create that sales system, meaning not just creating the offer, it's knowing who you're going to sell it to and having that process so that when you see that person, you know exactly how to talk to them, you know exactly what you expect them to say back to you because you're looking for a specific type of person, and you're able to book them on your calendar for a call or a messenger, okay? Which actually leads us into step 4 of learn how to close, because I actually don't use I often don't use sales calls. A lot of the times I book clients just via Messenger. So a client will message me and I'll talk to them and we'll lock things up over Messenger. I booked over $40,000 worth of coaching business through Messenger without a sales call at all. So I want to share that with you, because the step 4, if you're trying to get coaching clients fast, the next thing you need is cash, right? So I actually had a C for each of these. All right, so let me go back. Step 1, you need content. So you got to create the coaching program. Step 2, you need credibility. And so that's getting client 0. Step 3, you need clients. And that's creating that sales system. Step 4, you need cash. And that's learning how to close. All right. So I want to share with you Hey, Amira, I didn't realize you're on here. I just saw your comment. I want to share with you how I chose pricing, because a lot of times when new coaches get to the close, or when you're still trying to get like that consistent paying client, like, when you get on the phone, you're like, okay, if I can get 10 calls, I know that I can get 3 clients. Like, until you get to that point, usually what's kind of holding you back and what's stopping you is that close, like getting to the cash. And so there's 2 pieces to that. That's getting the pricing, getting your pricing right, and then figuring out your rates, okay? So when I first chose my pricing, as I mentioned, I booked my very first clients at $800 each, and I made $2,400. And I was super, super, super excited about that, because like I said, that was like 3 months worth of consulting brought back to just 1 month. I booked it all in 1 month. But the problem is that I knew that I needed to go higher, and I wanted to go higher. I was seeing people talking about how they were selling $20,000 coaching packages. I wasn't quite there yet, but I was like, I at least can get into the thousands. And so the questions that I get for this is, how do I ask for higher rates? How do I justify the price? And then should I offer hourly coaching rates? So the answer to those is, number one, it's just a game, okay? Money is just energy. It's an energetic exchange. It means that you are providing, if your offer is $20,000, that means that you're providing, in the mind of that client, $20,000 worth of value to them. And they're putting in whatever that energy means for them. Now, the one thing that I do want to clarify is that a lot of times people will say, well, if you don't charge thousands and thousands of dollars, then your clients won't step up and it won't hurt them. And so they won't actually take action. And I disagree. I've seen clients step up and take action at the $200 level, where they put in the work and did every single thing and came to, whatever sessions there were and calls and did everything as if it were a $20,000 investment for them. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this as well, but I want to break that myth, which is that, you have to charge a high rate for people to take action. I don't think that that's true at all, but I think you do need to be clear on your clients and the type of clients you will work with. And the other thing is that you have to be clear on what you want to offer for your personal time. So the reason that my coaching rates are higher for personal time, like one-on-one coaching or individual calls, is because I literally only have 24 hours in the day. And I sleep for 8 hours, and I'm at CrossFit for an hour plus the hour, that I'm back and forth and showering and taking, having breakfast. And then I want to hang out with my husband for 3 or 4 hours in the evening, and I want to be able to relax and maybe watch Wu Assassins or whatever I'm watching on Netflix at the time. And so the time that I want to dedicate to business and coaching is usually about anywhere from 4 to 6 hours in a day. So that means that I'm not going to do that for, less than, a certain amount. And that's where the higher rates come into play. So that's what you have to consider. You have to think about your lifestyle. But it's not I'm not charging an amount just so I can be oh, if I charge this person is going to step up and do the work. Because to be honest, I've had clients that have paid a lot. And I'm hey, what's going on? Where are you? And I've had clients that paid a little, in relation to that amount, and they're there every day. So it depends on the person. Okay. Let me see the comments. Donata says, I use Facebook Messenger to grow my email list, offering a free newsletter on sleep holistic wellness. Love that. Facebook Messenger is a good place to continue growing your email list. I actually messaged everybody today to let you guys know I was live. So I think that helped. So the money thing is really just a game. So you choose your number. And for me, I just started increasing rates. So I started at that 800, and then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to charge 2,000 now and see what happens. And I booked a client at 2,000. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to step out and charge $3,333. And I started booking clients at that rate, and I kept it there for a while. And then I think I jumped from there to 5,000, and then from there to 10,000, and booked clients at that rate also. So the thing to think about is, how does the price make you feel? So this is a conversation we were just having in the Get Coaching Clients community. I think I was talking with Sanita about this. And she was like, what do you think about that price? And whenever anybody asks me, is this the right price? Is this enough? Is it too high? Is it too low? My question back to you is, how does that price make you feel? Does it make you feel expansive, like you're excited to deliver it, that, you're excited to step up and be that coach that that you are? Is it a Superman price for you? Or does it feel like you're settling? If the price that you set, if you choose it because you're well, this is, I think, what people can afford, or this is, what other people are charging, and it's like a settling price, you will actually make fewer sales than if you choose an expansive price. When I create offers, different coaching programs or courses, the price that I settle on is now very consistently over the last year and a half is an expansive price. If I don't like the price and I'm I don't want to do it for that rate, then I'm not subconsciously, it's all about energy. I'm not going to make the sales that I want. But if the price is like, it makes me feel expansive and I'm like, yes, like I would be so excited to get a client at this level. I can't wait to work with this person. And when you get that payment, like, you know, that feeling when you get that payment and you're like, you look at your phone and you're like, oh my gosh, the payment just came in. Like, that's exciting and that feels exciting. That's when you know that you hit on the right rate. Okay. So you've got to believe in what you do. So do you actually believe in what you do? Do you believe that the work that you do offers value and that it actually helps people in their life? Do you believe that you can actually help a client? Like, you've got to dig deep, because if you don't believe in it, then no price is going to make sense to you. Okay. And the final thing I will ask you to go along with this is, are you willing to be the messenger and stop allowing fear to hold you back? And I actually just did a YouTube video on this today, which won't be published for a little while, but like, fear, we always have fear. It's going to be all around. It's kind of like, I likened it to a cloud, where it's like a dark mist, and like, it's there. But once you move through it, you realize that it's just water. It's just cold water waiting to drop, right? And you just keep moving, and then it gets lighter and lighter and lighter, and you move right through it. So if you're willing to be that messenger and be that one that your clients need, then you've got to get over your fear of pricing. You've got to get over your fear of asking for the money, and you just make it a game. It's an energy exchange. That's all that it is. It's nothing more than that. And if that person doesn't value what you're offering, then that's fine. Then there's someone else that is going to value what you're offering. You are in a sea, there's lots, trust me, there are plenty of clients out there who are waiting to work with you, and they're just waiting for you to step up and say, I'm ready, right? That saying that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, there are students who are getting ready, and you telling them, hey, this is the rate, is giving them the opportunity to get ready. And that rate is your happy rate, and you're the teacher, you're the teacher that just appeared for them. Like, that's when that match is made. So keep that faith and know that the right person and the right people and the right students are coming to your coaching program, but you've got to step up first. You got to be willing to be the messenger. Ruth says that would be a great feeling as you increase the value of your program. Absolutely. Donata says, I'm so looking for that. Yes, I know for a fact that I offer value, and yes, I am the messenger. Perfect. Love that. Love that. Love that. Hey, Mohammed, I'm working to start a social media consulting agencies and coach small business owners on how to use social media and marketing their products and services to get more customers and generate more revenue. What do you think? Well, I mean, I think that's great. It's actually what I had started. I started out as I called it digital marketing. So if you were here for the start, I talked about how I got started. I called it digital marketing consulting, and I help people in content creation, and I help people in that social media marketing. And then I moved into coaching to like teach them how to do it. And then I expanded into even more, and I started doing more along the lines of mindset, because I realized that a lot of the clients that were coming to me when they wanted to get their business going, it wasn't necessarily that they didn't know what tools to use. It was that they had some sort of fear that was blocking them, or something that was holding them back. And so I started to get a lot better with kind of coaching them through that. All right. So that was step 4. Step 4 was cash. Step 5, the 5th thing you need is commitment. That's the final C. Okay. Step 5 is don't waver. I want to go into the final questions, which are, how can I manage booking clients and coaching clients when I work a full-time job, right? So I just talked to you about what my schedule looks like. Imagine someone who has a 9-to-5, or even if you have a 9-to-5, or in some cases, some people have a 9-to-9. I worked at a job where they expected us to be there until 7. So I get it. And so what's that question of how can I book clients and also coach clients? So get people on the phone and also coach clients. And I will say 2 things to that. Number 1 is you don't always have to do coaching calls, right? So you can book clients through Messenger. But the second thing is that you got to have commitment. If you're committed to what you do and you know that what you do has value, then do it on the weekends. Like, squeeze it in. You squeeze it in on the margins early in the morning. Get up earlier. Stay up a little bit later. Like, figure out those time wasters and eliminate those things, and you got to be committed. When you're committed, that's when things start working out for you. So if you feel like, your back is against the wall and, and that's when you got to make things happen, that's when you make things happen. But if you don't feel like it's a pressing need because you haven't made that commitment, then no, you're not going to make it happen. You're going to keep complaining that you don't have the time or that, there's all these things that are going on. And, the problem that I see a lot of times with failing coaches is that there's no pressing need. So there's no reason for them to like keep going. They're like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And they're not really committed. And, the clients that I work with, and I love the clients that I work with, they're committed. They're coming in and they're taking action. And, that's what I get excited about. So you got to have the mindset that you will do this no matter what. Okay. One thing that I do want to drop in here is that, commitment is not hiring a group to be your coach. So if you're going into a group and you're asking them questions because you're, not willing to invest in yourself and in your business, then, you're going to get the best questions crowdsourced from people who they're not going to give you their best. Because here's what happens. So I actually see a lot of questions in groups, and they're questions that I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you need. Like, am I going to respond back with exactly what they need in the comments? No, because we're not able to have that back and forth conversation. It's going to take a lot of time and I'm not getting paid for it. So what's going to happen is you're going to get help from people who have the time because they don't have any clients right now. You're going to get help from people who don't really know what they're doing because they're like, oh, I want to help this person. Like, the group is going to be your coach. And instead, like, why not work with someone and hire somebody and work in a program or in a container where you can ask the questions from that coach who's there to actually help you versus like going to a free group and trying to get help from them. Because really, you're just getting bad information from people who are not where you want to be. And what happens with that is when you get that information, then you're like no closer to where you want to go. And now you're like hanging out with all those people in the group and y'all are all complaining about the same stuff. Like I see it over and over and over again. Toya says, that's my new favorite show. Love the Boo Assassins. Yeah, it's really good. Alicia said, you better say that. Yeah, I see it in groups all the time. I know you see it too. It annoys me, but I don't say anything because I'm like, got to get back to making my money. The other thing is being in information gathering mode. So when you make a commitment, you are no longer in information gathering mode. You are in information implementation mode. Okay, because you're ready to get your transformation. So you stop figuring out, do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need this? And you make a decision and you say, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go for it. The other thing that could be holding you back is that, you're not a mirror for what it is that you want. So the law of attraction says you don't attract what you think about, you actually attract who you are. And so if you're the type of person who wants to be fully booked with clients, but you're not taking the time to invest in yourself, well, you're not being a mirror. You're not holding that vibration for what it is that you want. Okay. And I remember all of this because I used to have a hard time sleeping at night because I was thinking about how I was going to make money. My husband came to me and he was like, hey, how's business going? And I felt like I had to put on a brave face. I was like, yeah, things are going good. Like I would just talk about the positives because if I talked about the negative stuff, I would really bring myself down. And I was really scared to talk about the facts that I had no idea where my next client was coming from. I had no one to reach out to for help. I was spending every dollar that I had on ads. And I really was on the verge of giving up before I made that very first investment, that $8,000 investment. And I knew I had a passion for helping others, but I just didn't know how to translate that into a coaching program. And, don't even get me started on high ticket coaching. Like at that point, I wasn't even there yet. I didn't know, like, am I sharing enough? How can I make sure clients get results? What should I do? And then I stumbled across the secret that I had been missing all along. So this was December 2015, and it was 2 months after starting my coaching business was when I booked those first 3 paying coaching clients. And I invested with my very first coach in November of 2015. So it only took me a month to get those first 3 paying coaching clients. And then 3 months later, I hit my first 5K month. A couple months after that, I hit $11,000. And by the end of that year, I had made $65,000 in my coaching business. And it all came as a result of me learning the secret to a successful coaching business. And that's how to create an irresistible coaching program at the right price and fill it with high quality people. So if you're curious, like, I wish I knew what to include in my transformational coaching program, knowing how to find those clients right away who are ready to say yes when they hear about it, being able to charge what you're worth. And, if you knew exactly what to charge and most importantly, where to find those people, then I want to share something with you tonight. First thing I want to ask you is, have you found our time together valuable? And was it enjoyable? Do you feel more comfortable with your ability to get coaching clients fast? Have you come up with some good ideas that you already feel excited about implementing in your business? Do you believe the techniques that you learned today will put you that much closer to creating a sustainable coaching business? You can leave your yeses in the comments. And what I want to do is I want to invite you right now to take a powerful step forward and finally book the right clients. And I want to share with you the Create and Fill Your Coaching Program. So let me switch this up and boom, go to this one. Hang on. Lisa says, yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. I set this up, so I got to figure out how I did this. I think it's here. Nope, not there. Hang on. That was the comments. All right. I think it's... there it is. Okay. SOS. All right. Let me turn the comments off as Ruth says, yes. Alicia says, yes, you always bring value. Thank you so much. Very valuable. So glad I've tuned in. Awesome. So what I want to do right now is I want to invite you to take a step forward and join us in Create and Fill Your Coaching Program. So this is a step-by-step course with everything that you need to create and sell your signature coaching program. Okay. In Create and Fill, I'll share exactly how to structure your coaching program, what content to include, how to get clear on your ideal client, how to meet them right where they are so you can track them with your message. And by the time you finish complete Create and Fill, you'll know how to price your coaching program, how to pitch to high quality clients, and where to find actual buyers and what to include in your program. So I'm going to take myself off of here so you can see the entire screen. I want to share with you what you're going to be getting so you can start booking high quality clients right away. The first thing that you're going to get is we start with the energy of a fully booked coach. Remember what I said about everything, your coaching business is energy. So we start with, what does it look like to be that coach who never has to look for clients? I share in that training, what channel are you tuned into? And I share how to flip into the receiving flow. And then we talk about how you might be repelling clients. And I share with you the steps to start attracting clients today. So there's some things that you might be doing, even with your pricing or things that you're saying, where people are subconsciously saying no. And so we work on that in this session. Okay, I really, really love that session. The next thing we move into is the strategy and the tactics. So creating a solid coaching program. In part one, we talk about how to narrow down your topic. I share how much content to include in your signature coaching program. I talk about naming your coaching program, how to structure it, how to choose pricing so you don't undervalue yourself, and then how to price it so clients will actually pay. After we did this session, so I hosted it live the very first time. After we did this session, the responses for this session where people were like, wow, like I had no idea. Now I have my coaching program. After you finish this session, you will actually flesh out your entire offer. So you'll know exactly what you're offering. You'll know exactly how to talk about it and how to present it to someone. And I got off, actually did a success call today with one of our students who, she was like, I've got my entire offer and I'm so excited that I had the opportunity to have it critiqued. Like I know exactly what to say, how to say it. And she's going to be launching her coaching program soon. Once you move through that, you're going to move into the next part, which is how to begin enrolling clients. All right. When we talk about this, I'm going to help you narrow down your ideal client so you can get that ideal client avatar. I'll share with you where to find clients that actually pay and not time wasters. They actually do hang out in specific groups. So I'm going to share with you how to find those people. Then I share how to avoid rescue clients, all right? Because you can't save everyone, all right? So we're gonna be specific about turning away the people we don't want. And then I'm gonna share how to actually enroll that first client. So that means like the sales call process. If we're doing sales calls, what are we saying? How are we saying it? How are we making sure that we're specific about exactly what we're offering, okay? The next thing that you're going to get is these coaching business in a box bonuses. So I'm going to give you these click-by-click tech walkthroughs. First thing I'll show you is how to host your coaching call. So whether we're doing the technology, I'll show you the technology to use so that when you get people on the call, whether they're overseas or whether they're, where you live, I'll show you exactly what technology to use. Then I'm going to share with you how to schedule discovery calls, and I'll give you the technology that I use, how to set it up, how to set up your calendar. So even if you're working full time, you can make sure that people only book at a specific time. Then I'm going to share with you how to send your client a digital contract so you can make sure that you get their signature before they even get started, okay? And then I'm going to jump down to the downloads because I'm not only going to tell you how to send your client a digital contract, but I'm going to also give you a copy of my one-on-one coaching contract. So I can't provide legal advice and tell you like how to fill it out or how to, customize it for yourself, but I can just give it to you and then you can take a look at it and do it how you want. Okay. You're also going to get these bonus video trainings. So the first one is how to overcome objections. And I'll give you a hint right now. You actually don't have to overcome objections when you do what I share in this training. Second thing is I'm going to give you the fastest way to get coaching clients. I'm going to give you the video training of my client onboarding workflow. So how, when a client comes on, what I actually do, the steps that I take so that you can do it yourself or outsource it to an assistant. I'm going to give you this bonus about how to grow an email list of potential clients. And then you're also going to get these downloads. So I will give you my successful sales call script, my one-on-one coaching contract. I'm going to give you my coaching client welcome email template. And then I'm also going to give you the client coaching goals worksheet. Okay. For those of you who who came here live, you're going to get this email to you, the client coaching goals worksheet. So you actually will get a little bit of the bonus from the course. Excuse me. All right. So if you are ready to launch your coaching program, you have 3 options in order to join us. You've got a payment plan option, a pay in full option, and a VIP option. So let me break down what you get in each one. Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop those in. I'm going to come back to the Q&A box and answer any questions that you guys have. Okay. So you're going to get the complete create and fill your coaching program course in each of these options. You're also going to get all the tech videos, the bonus sales trainings, the bonus PDF downloads. I'm going to give you the full Package and Profit 4-part video series, and I'm going to go over that in just a second, what that is. Then you're going to get a $333 discount on You've Got Clients during the next enrollment. So You've Got Clients is my signature group coaching program where I share with you how to create a system to consistently bring in clients. It's how I've helped clients make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and that opens for enrollment. It's not always open for enrollment. So once it's open for enrollment again, you'll actually get a $333 discount on it. Okay. You're also going to get the private student group. Now, if you choose the VIP option, your VIP option includes 3 one-on-one calls with me, a personalized coaching offer review where you send it to me and I write it up for you. So I look at what you have already and then I rewrite it and write it up so that it just like the copy just flows like butter. Then you're going to get the sales call bootcamp. This I normally charge $14.97 for, but you're going to get that included for your VIP offer. And you're going to get 4 weeks of instant messenger access via Voxer. So anytime you have a question, the way that Voxer works is you just do a voice message and you record yourself asking your question. I get it. My phone chirps. It'll go and then I get it and I listen to it and then I can respond back to you via audio. So you're going to get that as well. Okay. So you can choose whether you want to enroll the payment plan option, the base option, or the VIP option. When you click it, it'll take you over to the payment page with that already selected, okay? So I'm really, really excited to share it with you. Like I said, I started my coaching business from scratch. I had no network, little experience, no email list, no clue. And it's 100% possible to create a signature coaching program that gets results for your clients and creates a sustainable income for you. So I spent months and months figuring this all out. I failed over and over again, but I just kept getting back up. And so what I did with Create and Fill Your Coaching Program is I did a brain dump of everything I've learned over the past few years. So you can just skip all the hard stuff and just do what works. I'm going to give you everything you need to succeed, which is why I'm giving you worksheets and checklists and launch guides and walkthroughs and sales scripts and video trainings, and how to overcome objections and the coaching contract I use. And I'm not going to stop there, okay? Because I want you to be confident at selling at every level, even when selling coaching packages priced at $10,000 or more. When I sold my very first $10,000 coaching package, I almost fell off my seat, okay? But it's possible. So I want to give you my best-selling program, Package and Profit. Package and Profit will help you continue to upgrade your marketing so you can start selling higher ticket coaching packages. All right, in this 4-part video series, I walk you through the mind of a high-ticket buyer. I tell you how to position yourself as a high-ticket coach, how to price your high-ticket offer, and how to close sales of high-ticket packages. It's just a tiny little difference that you need to do when doing high-ticket, okay? Because just because you start with one coaching offer at one price, it doesn't mean you have to stay there, okay? I'm living proof. Like I said, I started with an 8-week package for $800, y'all. That's $100 a week. And now, I mean, I laugh because now the investment for my coaching programs range from $3,000 to $36,000 and up. I have clients that come on retreats. They book one-on-one coaching and group coaching and high-level courses. But more important to me is the clients that I've been able to help. And those clients have been able to get results like booking their very first clients, to just shifting mindsets and having clarity and getting confidence, and even generating 6 figures in less than a year. So I would love for you to join us because it's time to finally create and fill your coaching program. And if you're joining today, you are going to get the additional support of that private student group so you can network with fellow coaches, former students, and share your wins. And if you ever get stuck or you need help, you also get help directly from me. So I know a couple of you are already in Create and Fill. You guys can comment if you want to and let everybody else know what that process is like, because I am active in the group. I'm sharing trainings, tips, live coaching calls. We actually have one coming up in a couple days. And I'm actually going to be sharing examples of coaching offers. So you're going to have everything that you need to finally create and fill your coaching program. All right, I didn't give you guys the link to go here. You're going to go to, let me put the link. Oh, there's a button. So if you're on the watch page, there is a button at the bottom of the page where it says enroll now. Okay. If you click that button, it'll take you to it. Okay. So I did put it on the page. If you're watching this and you don't see it, I'm going to put the link in the chat. You should be able to see that now. Okay. And when you do get to the page, if you want to watch some of these other success calls that I've had with other clients who are getting leads and booking clients and doing all sorts of great things, you can go there and watch those. So I would love for you to join us. Once again, you can go and choose the option that works best for you. When you click the button, you'll see all the pricing. I'm not going to show the pricing on here because it does change based on when you enroll. Okay, and that's actually a strategy that I share with my clients also. One thing that I do want to share, if you enroll in the next 48 hours, I'm looking at my notes, I'm going to give you a 20-minute VIP call. So no matter which package you choose, if you enroll in the next 48 hours, I'm going to give you a 20-minute VIP call. And if you join us this month, you're going to get this training that's coming up. Let me go to the name of it so I make sure I don't butcher it. I got so many windows. Okay, here we go. We are Tuesday evening. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing sample coaching offers. So I actually have some coaching offers that have everything listed out, like what you get, the timeline, the milestones, and the pricing and all of that. And I've got about 3 that I'm going to run through. And I'm not only going to just show you the offers, but we're going to talk through them. And I'm going to share with you why they work, why they sold well, and it will help you as you're going through your offer. All right, so let me come back to the questions because I know there are some. All right, Bridget says, thanks for the valuable information. You're very welcome. Okay. You're welcome, Amira. Thanks for joining. Ruth says, how does this package help with content copy of the message on one's online website? Great question. So the copy that you will get from this program is going to be the copy surrounding your offer. Okay. So when you create your coaching program and it's time to actually talk about your offer, that's what you're working on in that part 1, where we're talking about creating your coaching offer. Part of your homework is to actually write out your coaching offer and submit it in the group using the hashtag offer. And when you do that, I come in there and I give you some suggestions to update it. And I know that, like I said, there's a couple of clients that are in here who, hey Penny, who have gone through that process. Penny's in the program, and who have had their offer critiqued. So you have that opportunity. If you do the VIP option where I rewrite your offer, then you'll actually get copy written out from me of your offer. So there's the base level is I'm still going to give you suggestions for your offer, but you're going to be rewriting it. And for the VIP level, I just go in and rewrite it using all of my copy skills from over the last 10 years and my online marketing certified professional skills. Donata says, I am at the end of the Create and Fill Your Coaching program. I've learned so much and will take action. Your program is more than what I expected. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, cool. Hopefully it didn't stop. You guys should still see me. Okay, good. All right, so you're going to go to that link that I put in there, or if you're on the watch page and you scroll down, there's a big button that says Enroll Now, and I'll keep answering the questions as they come in. Do you assist with website themes in a box to help with this? Ooh, I love that question. Let me tell you why. So I did a training a couple months ago about how to create a website that converts, coaching website that converts. I did not include coaching website themes, but I did go over what to include on your coaching site. The one thing that I love, the reason why I love that question is that the one thing I love about this program is that I'm continually adding to it, continually improving it, continually making it like I want it to be the go-to program on creating your signature program and getting your coaching business going. So as the students come up with questions and suggestions, like I'm constantly in there. We have we do a monthly call where I'm, offering the whatever we're wanting to chat about that month. And so if it's like, hey, we want to focus on websites this month, well, yeah, we'll go in there and we'll focus on websites. I used to spend more of my time and effort like creating additional courses, and now I'm just focused on Create and Fill Your Coaching program, as well as You've Got Clients. And You've Got Clients is not open for enrollment right now, so this is the program I'm focused on. All right, other questions? Y'all, I'm loving this little chat. I got to figure out how to get this going so that like they all come in without covering my face. But as you guys comment, the chat comes up and bubbles up. So I'll work on that next time to make sure that everyone comes up. How long would this deal be up for? Great question. So when you enroll within the next 48 hours, you're going to get a 20-minute VIP call. Okay, so that goes away after 48 hours. Then this offer that I have right now, it's going to be up, but the pricing will change because what I'm doing right now is I'm enrolling for this next coming month. So I'm not going to say today's date because I'm saving this recording, but I'm enrolling for the next month. So if you're watching it and you join us before the next month starts, then you'll be able to get in on this offer before the price changes. I hope that helps. This is Restream. Isn't it neat? So it's restream.io. I actually got it on it's not on my resources page. I need to put it up there. I got it on an AppSumo deal, and it's really cool. And you can actually embed your comments, and they come in from Facebook and Periscope and YouTube, which is where they've been coming in from. My Periscope people fell off, so I'm hoping that you guys can still see me. It looks like it's still going. I know sometimes Periscope is funky. Yeah, Periscope's still going. I got one person on Periscope. All right, I don't see any other questions. So I am going to, I'm going to stop the recording here. And all right, I can talk. Any other questions that we have? I'm looking. Okay, Stephanie says, thank you. You're very welcome. All right, cool. I know there's a little bit of a delay. So what can I say that I couldn't say on the recording? I'm about to go watch Power. I didn't realize that I was going live at the same time as Power was getting started, so I'm about to go watch that. But I want to say thank you guys for joining me. Check your inbox for the free gift, okay? So I'm going to email you if you registered. I'm going to email you the free gift. If you are joining us in Create and Fill, I want to say thank you and welcome. I'm so excited to work with you guys. The next live training for our Create and Fill people is on Tuesday. So Tuesday night, I'm going to be sharing the examples of coaching offers. So I just go live directly in the group, and you'll be able to get on that training with all of us. When you join, though, everything is pre-recorded, so you'll be able to jump right in. I was actually speaking with a client who just completed the program, and she was like, I watched the recordings, but I felt like I was there. The trainings that I did, they're so impactful, and this is one of my favorite programs. It really is, which is why I'm continuing to offer it. It's a really, really high impact program. I'm so excited to work with my clients in here, and the success calls that have been coming out of this program they just light me up. I'm just so excited. So I'm looking forward to working with several of you inside of Create and Fill Your Coaching Program. If you have questions in the meantime, feel free to, you can message me. You can message me. Messaging me would be better. Just do m.me/Letitia D Styles. Okay. And that actually goes to that'll go to my personal profile versus the messenger bot one. So you can just message me there. Okay. Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I will see y'all in the next one. Okay. Bye.